I'm Big Will Levinson, and it's time to talk sports, folks. We had a huge night of playoff basketball. Let's not waste time and take you to Fruita Monument High School, where the Fruita Wildcats gym is really about as loud and energetic as it has ever been. As the 19-4 10 seed, Fruita Wildcats welcome the rather tall 23 seed Liberty in this 6A first-round playoff game. Not often we see Daniel Thomason be on the shorter end of the opening tip. We were curious to see how much of an impact Liberty's size would play in this game, and made an impact on the opening possession as the 6'11 London Prater has the block. But that was about it defensively for the Lancers, as Josh Husky has the game's opening points. Meanwhile, Fruita was bringing the defense the other way, a coach's favorite type of defense here, as the coach's son, Jhett Wells, draws the charge. But ladies and gentlemen, that was far from the last we'd hear from Wells, because folks, the Southwestern League's top scorer, Jhett Wells, elevated his game to a level we have not seen before. Simply put, Jhett Wells did not miss. He was on fire. He was scorching. Everything Wells threw up went in before he could blink. Wells started 4 for 4 from three-point range, and now the Cats get a steal, and you know what's coming. Daniel Thomason, a particularly emphatic slam from DT as this gym was sent into an absolute frenzy. One of the loudest you will ever hear a high school gym as Fruita is playing perhaps the best we've seen in the Michael Wells era. Just look at the bench, and Wells, they are fired up. Second half now, and folks, the Jhett Wells takeover continued in the third quarter, and it reached truly another level. It doesn't matter how badly Liberty tried to stop it. Wells was simply unstoppable. Three ball after three ball, as Wells had more points than the entire Liberty team for most of this game. But of course, Wells can do a lot more than just score threes. Here, after his 8th make of the night, Wells has the rejection. Now up ahead, Fruita in transition. Thomason over to Jimmy Hawkins. Tack on 2 more for the Cats. So he can make threes, he can block shots, and of course, he can attack the basket, bucket in the foul. An absolute masterclass of epic proportions from the junior Jhett Wells. And why not another Thomason slam for good measure, as this game felt more like a party than an actual basketball game. One of the most thoroughly dominant performances you will see in a playoff game, as the starters hardly played in this fourth quarter. Obliteration by Fruita. They are moving on in the 6A playoffs. 73-40 is the final, as Jhett Wells hits 9 threes and hangs 36 points on the Liberty Lancers.
It was a great feeling. I mean, I'm just glad we get to keep moving on, and we're not done yet. We got a lot to play for still, so it's going to be a great feeling to go do it in Denver now. And honestly, it was a great feeling just to win that game.
Kind of found myself just watching and enjoying. I mean, there wasn't much I needed to do. He hit everything he threw up. I turned to Vanna and Hot at some point and just kind of said, kind of looks like Steph Curry right now. I think we're just going to let him cook a little bit.
What a performance by Fruita as they get it done, folks. Also, Palisade, Grand Junction, they had hard-fought playoff losses on the Front Range, as Montrose, they got a win in the playoffs. But that's all my time for sports. I'm Big Will Levinson.